dropped everybody off. They're going to come with 2, cover with 9. The Bows go with the quick hitter up the middle to Fa'aola. He doesn't have very many people to run by him. Before you know it, he's in the secondary. Just the right play called against the right defense for Hawaii.
4:38 left to play. 21-10 in favor of the Rainbows. Rainbows moving again. They have the ball on the 28-yard line of New Mexico. In motion is Theo Adams. Ball is given up the middle to Coyle Permeter. He's wrapped up by the red shirts as he gets to the 26-yard line. Gain on the play of only about 1.5 yards. Lon Nunley and Tom Cole. Cole out of Chattanooga, Tennessee, 5'11", 220, the defensive end. Nunley, the defensive tackle, 5'11", 218.
It'll be interesting to watch now how Hawaii uses the clock. They're in excellent position with 4:05 left to go, up 21-10 on the 25-yard line, Jim. Be interesting to see how they develop this offense from this point on.
Rainbows come out of the huddle. I formation behind the quarterback, Tipton. Tipton turns, gives it on a pitch to Fa'aola. Get the block from Permeter. He's to the 25. He's to the 20. And then triple teamed out of bounds there.
Carried by number 30, Neil Fa'aola.
Troy Cluis, the cornerback, coming over. He's out of Altadena, California. And Donnie Gassaway, who leads the team in tackles out of San Diego, making the stop for the Lobos of New Mexico. Ball is placed on the 20-yard line. 3rd down and about 2.
And we see Dias and Murray coming into the game along with Kyle Mosley. You would think this would be a passing play.
3rd down, about 2.5. Single setback. Double wide receiver to the near side. Nobody covering the receiver to the far side for New Mexico. New Mexico coaches jumping around, and then somebody jumps offside, and everybody starts pointing at each other.
Well, that New Mexico coach came all the way down past the 20-yard line. You really got excited about that. I think it's going to be offside against New Mexico, Jim. We'll wait for the call.
Offside New Mexico. That's the call.
Offside against New Mexico.
Sweeney.
So that's going to give Hawaii an automatic 1st down on the 15-yard line, Jim. So the New Mexico Lobos played right into Hawaii's hands, and that brings up a real good situation. And again, Murray, Dias, and Mosley stay out there in the field. Good position for Hawaii.
1st down for the Rainbows. The ball is placed down on the far hash mark. Rainbows trying to punch it into the north end zone. They lead 21-10. 3 minutes, 15 seconds remaining to be played in the 1st half. Rainbows come to the line. Kyle Mosley is flanked to the far side. Dias to the near side, and Murray slotted inside of Dias. Single setback is Fa'aola. Tipton turns, gives the ball up the middle to Fa'aola. He is to the 13, maybe the 12. New Mexico blitzed on the play. Fa'aola ran right to the strength, still able to gain yardage. Tom Bradford out of Atlanta, Georgia, 6'3", 250, the defensive tackle, made the stop for New Mexico to give him forward progress to the 13. 2nd down and 8 for the Rainbows. 2:42 left to play here in the 1st half.
Well, in all fairness to Fa'aola, that's a difficult play to run because that time they did blitz, and they blitzed with 8 people right up the middle, and Fa'aola just ran into a sea of red jerseys.
Murray is flanked to the near side. Single coverage on Murray. Again showing blitz is New Mexico. They do blitz. It is bumped. The Rainbows bump each other in the backfield. On the 15, and down goes Tipton.
Now, broken play somewhere. Greg was starting to come back to his sort of like almost on a drop back, and somebody just ran right into him. It was a running play. It looked like Tipton was going back to pass, and a guard or somebody pulled. There was that collision. I don't know, next thing you know, there's a lot of bodies jammed up there. You see Onosai trying to push the guys off, but brings up a big 3rd and 10 situation. Both start to stutter here, Jim.
Wes Henson was credited with a stop on that. That's the blitz almost intimidating the Rainbows now. 3rd down and 10 from the 15. Tipton again with a single setback. Back straight up. Look, chase, back at the 20-yard line. Wes Henson got in for New Mexico. And New Mexico's defense right now intimidating the Rainbow offense.
You got it, Guy. They call 3 straight blitzes. They're going to come with everybody up front. This time they just run over people, and they run down Greg from the backside. They just come from the outside. I think it was Tom Bradford, a big defensive tackle out of Atlanta, 6'3", 250, one of the bigger players for New Mexico. He just got in there from the left and ran down Greg from the back.
1:21 left. Field goal try now for Kerry Brady. They will put the ball down on the 27-yard line. 37-yard attempt straight on. Waiting for the snap from center. It is back down, kicked by Brady. Brady has the distance. He has the direction. It is good. We look at the scoreboard, 107 remaining to be played in the 1st half. Rainbows 24, Lobos of New Mexico 10. This is the Rainbow Football Network. Was taken in the end zone by Cole. He did not return it. And so New Mexico will put the ball in play on the 20-yard line.
You know, when we get a chance, Jim, sometime during the week to go up to practice, we're going to have to talk to Kerry Brady because he's really come alive. I mean, his kickoffs have been great. His field goals have just been dead accurate. That one there has just split the uprights right down the middle. Just strong leg by Brady.
Brady is now 7 for 8. He is 7 in a row in field goals. First down now. Rucker is in at quarterback for New Mexico. Tony Jones is in motion as they come out in the double slot from the 20. Rolling to the far side as Rucker gets away from Scott, turns the corner, and is run out of bounds by Thad Jefferson on the 25.
Good pressure by Collin, though. He forced him to the outside. However, most of the defense had dropped off, and before Jefferson could come up, he picked up 5 yards. Colin Scott just given a real strong individual effort down there from his defensive end position.
Rainbows lead 24-10, 1 minute and 1 second left to play in the first half. New Mexico to the line. To the near side comes Torrey Brown. To the far side is Brian Hawkins. In motion comes Shane Hall from left to right. Back to pass Rucker. Sideline pattern, complete and out of bounds to Torrey Brown on the 33-yard line. That is enough for a first down for New Mexico.
The Bulls seemingly content to give him the short stuff. We see him on a 3-step drop. He's just going to hit Brown on an out pattern. Bo's playing back a little bit soft, kind of keep all the plays in front of him as the clock winds down. We're inside the 1 minute mark.
New Mexico to the line, first down and 10 at their own 33. Tony Jones in motion from right to left. Triple wide receivers now on the left side. Rolling to the left side, being chased by Beasley as Rucker throws on the run and throws it wide, intended for Hawkins on the 45-yard line. Incomplete. It will be second down and 10.
Well, he had Patello Nunga and Michael Beasley just running him right down. Just a nice job of execution on Hawaii's defense. Knowing it was a pass play that came with the blitz with the inside people, and Nunga and Beasley just ran the quarterback. Jim, I got an amazing score here. You got second quarter, UTEP 17, BYU 10.
Boy, that is amazing.
That is amazing. That's right.
That game happening down south about 220 miles, 240, around there. Second down and 10 from their own 33-yard line. Ball is given on a draw play up the middle. Carrying the ball is Willie Terrell. And Terrell, the single setback out over the 35 to the 37, perhaps the 38-yard line. Everett Wade there to make the stop for the Rainbows. Timeout has been called by New Mexico. 44 seconds remaining to be played in the first half. Rainbows leading by a score of 24-10.
Jimmy, New Mexico, 28 passes thus far throughout the first half. 14 completions, 14-28, and 2 interceptions, but a total of 233 yards passing. You know, even though they're down here by 14 points, that's not a bad first half as far as performance in the offense.
New Mexico, as you said, has been able to move the ball. I'm impressed by the way their offense takes shape in the run and shoot. But the Rainbow defense really has played well in this first half. I think you have to give credit to the Rainbow defense. They have bent in this game. They've given up 1 touchdown, but they have been very tough when needed to be. They have kept the pressure on. The question is the staying power of both of these clubs in the second half. If New Mexico can get 1 more touchdown at the end of the first half, at least get on the board, they will be in range to put the pressure on the Rainbows, who have not played well in the fourth quarter when that fourth quarter comes along. I think that's going to be pivotal in this game.
Well, it will be, Jim. We talked about that, but neither team has been powerful in the fourth quarter. I think Hawaii's defense has been the key, although, in all honesty, New Mexico, in scoring opportunities, has really sputtered and not looked very good. They lack that poise. They lack that confidence. They seem to be doing much better from the 20-yard lines, and then when they get down deep, they don't do real well.
Third down and 5. They have the ball on the 38-yard line. Again, Tony Jones goes in motion from right to left. Back to pass Rucker, looking up the near sideline. Nothing there. Goes back toward the far side. Being chased by Scott. He may want to turn the corner. Now he throws. It is a leaping catch by Sean Hall at the New Mexico 47-yard line. That should be enough for a first down, but wait a minute. We have a penalty flag on the play.
Well, we got a flag thrown way down on the far side of the field. I'm not sure what it can be, but it's probably against New Mexico. Illegal shift, Jim, against New Mexico.
And there is that inconsistency again.
But, you know, I do want to say, take nothing away from Hawaii's defense. Don't forget the interception by Kofensis, and the fact is that they did get tough when they had to, and that's what football is all about, and they kept New Mexico out of the end zone. And really, Jim, they put the control, at least the control that Hawaii appears to have, up 2 touchdowns at this point into this game. They basically have thwarted this New Mexico offense.
Luis Santiago almost had a touchdown of his own juggling the ball in the open field, and then moments later able to intercept the ball in the end zone.
And Kofensis, playing in that great Kofensis tradition, did come up with a big one.
Representing the Kofensis family with Kyle at home. Third down and 9. Hall is in motion to the far side. Rucker looks that way, under pressure, and they sack him. Al Nonga. And Nonga got him from a blind side.
You know, That's the kind of stuff when you lay in bed at night, you dream about, you think about. And that time, Al I think he's knocked out the quarterback here. I mean, I hate to say it. The kid's laying there with both arms stretched, and Nonga just on a clean hit, on a great run, gets his head right there in his chest, just takes his body and just kind of rips it apart from the football. They're not going to call a fumble, but a great blitz by Al Nonga. Very powerful on the hit.
And now concerned for Billy Rucker. Yeah, Rucker was under pressure. He was under pressure from both sides. He turned away from Al Nonga, really didn't see him coming the last few steps, and Nonga really unloaded on him.
Well, the Bulls really showing that physical superiority down there, especially Nonga. As we said, he's been mismatched up front, and when they've turned him loose, that's about the third or fourth time we've seen it, he just comes in there in a hurry, and Rucker's really hurt, and I hate to see that. You know, I love the way football is played when it's played really hard, and you want to encourage that. That's the nature of the game. There's been a timeout called. We don't want to see somebody get hurt, but you have to admire on one hand what Al did. It's just unfortunate for Billy Rucker that he took the worst of it, but it was really good execution by Nonga. He really came and just played hard-nosed, clean football.
During halftime, we will break away on radio for the latest scores and news from around the nation, and also on television. We will meet up close, and we will talk to Quentin Flores. Rainbow long snapper, Rainbow center. He has played guard. He's in a leadership position, and we will meet him.
He's really a class act, too. He's a kid, real good guy.
It is fourth down for New Mexico. The Rainbows have called a timeout. The whole defensive unit went over to the side. Ron Keller has come in for New Mexico. He is 12th in the nation in punting, 44-yard average. Longest punt of the season, 63 yards. Deep for the Rainbows, number 37, Vincent Side, standing back on the 35-yard line, waiting for the snap from center, is Keller. Rainbows have 10 men on the line of scrimmage. 6 seconds left to play in the first half. They just gets it away, and we're going to have roughing the kicker on the Rainbows. Sides takes it, calls for the fair catch. We're going to have roughing the kicker. Thad Jefferson, I believe, went into Keller.
Well, the half cannot end on a defensive penalty, so that'll bring up a... I'm not sure, Jim, if it's going to bring up a first down because it was fourth and about 18.
Fourth and 19.
Fourth and 19. So we'll see here. I think that's an automatic, though. Roughing the kick is an automatic first down. So they'll have one play with no time left on the clock, I think.
Pat Sweeney, the official, will mark it off.
And no doubt we'll see some kind of a, I would imagine some kind of a Hail Mary touchdown type of pass. People go deep. I don't know. We'll see what New Mexico elects to do. It's a free play. It's like a free kick in soccer.
15-yard penalty from the line of scrimmage. That puts it up to the 38-yard line.
I think it's like a free kick in soccer. What do you think? You don't think so? I'm just getting a little acknowledgement from my partner. No time left on the clock.
What do you want me to say?
I just want you to acknowledge the fact that it's a little bit like, I want, you know, a little...
Like a free kick in soccer.
Yeah, well, I was just trying
I don't know how to move that in there.
I don't know, but we'll see. But you know what, for instance, is always interesting? The Bows now going to cover 9.
Free kick in soccer?
Well, I just was trying to get... I just wanted to see if you're still with me. You know, there are times when I really begin to wonder. And the Bows are going to rush 2 guys who are going to cover 9.
All right. Let me get back to this game.
That's what I'm saying.
There's no time left. There's no time left. The Rainbows, that's right. They're going to rush 2. They're going to defend 9. This is Sandlot football right here.
Yeah, I like this.
This is you go long, you go down by the cheerleaders and come across. Triple wide receivers to the left. New Mexico says, we haven't run this formation a lot, and so we want to call timeout to talk about it.
Well, the Bows go in a man situation. That time they ran 3 wide guys. Everybody's locked in. What they got is man underneath, deep safeties. They got 4 deep safeties. Guys will run underneath man to man. They'll pick them up midway, and then they got one guy playing back all the way center field. He'll go to wherever the ball goes in the air to basically give them a triple team type of effort. What they don't want to do, and this would be incredulous if it happened, is give up some cheap touchdown here. But you know, you kind of doubt that it'll happen. It's a long way to go, but you know, anything is possible.
You know what I like?
What?
I'm watching Stan Sheriff, the athletic director of the University of Hawaii. He has a whole box just to himself.
All by himself. He's got all his friends.
He has a whole box. There must be almost 20 seats in there. Yeah. He's sitting by himself. You know what that's called? The visiting athletic director box. Yeah. And at Aloha Stadium, he doesn't have that. Well, we begin the play, and Ned James is scrambling all over the place, being chased by the Rainbows. He's looking. He's to the 40. He's to the 50. Gets a block. He's to the 40. He's to the Rainbow 35. He's got a chance. Remember Stanford, California? There's a lateral to Bell. He's at the 30, the 25, out of bounds. He doesn't get it. the first half finally comes to an end. And you're right, it's like a free kick in soccer.
Thank you very much. But that did remind me of Stanford, Jim. What a play. I hope Almonte's okay. He's bending over at midfield. Somebody peeled back and just threw a tremendous block on him. Tuiasosopo is over there talking to him. I think Al's going to be okay. But he just takes an incredible block just right at the knees. Boy, you just hate to see that. And I hope that he's okay. I tell you, anything can happen in this game. It's wild.
Well, they're looking at him now. And you can see now that James laterals back to Shane Hall. Or, excuse me, that's Torrey Brown. And Brown finally goes out of bounds on the 25-yard line. And they whack him down. So that's the end of the first half. It does end. The Rainbows lead 24-10. This is the Rainbow Football Network.
He should have done it. You know what else was interesting about that? You know where the New Mexico band was? They were down in the end zone. They should have taken it all the way. It would have been incredible.
New Mexico band in the end zone. The half finally ends. Rainbows lead by a score of 24-10. Rainbows played well in the first half.
Rainbows played real well, Jim.
To be a replay. Those of you listening on radio, and we'll recap of the first half for you. First of all, I was impressed by the way Dias caught the ball again on those look-in patterns. And we can see that New Mexico had to settle for the field goals as they were not able to get there. It was 7-3 at that particular time. Rainbows come back with a good catch by Perimeter. And then going over for the Rainbows was Nu Fa'aola. Ned James came in at quarterback for New Mexico, and he was able to move the team. But when James got down near the end zone, he was cut off by Santiago's great interception. James comes back and throws it again, but Kent Kafensis is able to pick it off, and he goes all the way. A brilliant interception and play by Kafensis. And those are just some of the highlights in the first half. The Rainbows pretty much controlling it. Rucker with a good pass down the middle later on in the first half. Finally, Rucker scoring for New Mexico, the only touchdown for New Mexico it would turn out to be. And New Mexico intimidating the Rainbows at some point in that first half, late toward the end of the first half, and then Brady comes on to make it